Welcome back. So, took the car in for its MOT. We got a decent fail. It's not too bad. It's flat playing the steering rack. The rear position lamp popped when I was on the ramp, so it worked when we were standing outside having a cup of tea. But as soon as we did the MOT, the light bulb didn't come back on when I switched lights back on. The rear fog light was intermittent. Drive shaft on the offside front. The actual outer boot has got a little split in it, so that must have been from test driving. So I'm going to strip that down and just make sure that there's nothing wrong with the actual CV joint for it to split, because when we fitted them they weren't split. Also the VIN number, the vehicle identification number, on the engine bay wasn't present, and we couldn't find it in the usual stamped areas. So luckily we managed to have a look. I'll put the picture up somewhere up here in the boot, and we've managed to find the build sticker. So that was quite good, because we were going down the line of let's contact DVLA and all this to get the identification of the car, to make sure it's not a ringer or something like that. But it's not, it is the car. So the identification sticker in the boot for the build number, which is the first one to usually wear off, is still there. So I'll show you the sticker here. So we've ordered a new plate. So that's come, so we can rivet that on. I've also ordered new bushing. So I've gone for poly bushing because they're a bit more rigid, so it should strengthen up the steering anyway, so it should make it more of a positive drive. Tim should love that. The split boot, I've ordered that should be coming through Amazon, I think, later on. So yeah, stay tuned, let's see how it goes. Hindsight, it would have been nice to change this while the engine was out. It would have been really easy to get to it. But hey. Always make sure the ramps are nice and flat. Sure she's not going to go anywhere. She's fine. Right, so you can see the steering rack coming through there, look. So we have got to undo this one, this 13mm here, yeah, and there's one above that, and there's one, can you just see through there? There's also one there. That's the round one, that's the square one, as you've already seen. So let's get them nice and replaced. So obviously, I'm not going to time lapse this because it'd be boring, but as long as you can see what we're going to undo. So I'm going to spray it with some penetration fluid first, just to get it all nice and loose, and then we can take these both off, replace the bushes for those nice new blue ones, and I'll come back when it's all done and show you again. So these are the new bits. That's the new bushing, that's the old bushing. So obviously you can see the diameter is enlarged on that, so it's got a bit more oval, and that one you can see that's a little bit worn over the years, which you expect. So I've seen them a lot worse than that, but obviously for the MOT there was a lot of play, so change them to them. It should stiffen all the steering up anyway and give it a more positive drive. So let's keep on going. A quick little tip for those that don't know: if you are stuck with the exhaust like I was, if you get somebody in the car and just turn the steering a little bit, and the wheels won't move but the steering rack will go over. Obviously only a little bit, don't need a lot because you don't want to damage things, but if you just give yourself you'll give yourself a little bit of playing room around the exhaust, so then you don't have to drop the exhaust, which saves you a lot of time. So, as you can see, cue the montage. Now, onto the CV boot. Yay! I might change both actually, as they both look wet. So we will see. There's the boot that is being a pain. So obviously that was okay when we fitted it, but with the rotations and all that lot, it's knackered it. So it's not loose or knocking or anything like that, but we'll wipe all the grease off, clean it all up. Hey, you can see the split now, can't you? A proper blowout that is. Hey, yeah. Bloody hell, it's tight, isn't it? Oh, yeah, bugger. There we go. Nice and tight. Right, a smaller socket. Oh. Now, as you've seen before, nice and knock it off. And off, and then we're just waiting for the new one now. Yeah. Obviously, we want to. There's no scarring in there. It's just the boot. Amy, cup of tea. Yes, it's gone dark now, but I've just been up and helped Tim because he was struggling on his van. So now that's sorted, back onto it. Yes, always change this split ring. If you don't, you will have problems down the line. And trust me, you do not want this to come off. Always, always, always fill the damn thing up. Use as much as you can, because as soon as you start spinning the steering, it will fly out everywhere. Gently pop that back in. Yeah. Oh, as you can see, it's very, very dark here. It's getting late, it's getting cold. I'm done for the night now, just got the VIN plate to do tomorrow. Then it's off to the MOT to get the pass, hopefully. So yeah, we've done the CV boot, we've done the steering rack gator, we've slightly detuned the engine a little bit to give it a better CO emissions, and we've also done the lights at the back. So off to the MOT when the VIN plate's done. Oh yeah! Welcome back, it's the next day. So we're going to put the chassis plate on, give it a bit of a clean, and then off to the MOT next week. So stay tuned. We'll move the plate out of the way. There's a hole there, and a little hole there. That should do. we go, 2 nice holes. Just want to put a bit of black silicone on to stop it vibrating or anything like that, or getting rust underneath. Chassis plate now on. Ooh, let's just clean it up a little bit. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're liking this series, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It always helps us. And plus, if you're enjoying this video, there's another video to watch somewhere here. So enjoy.
Echoes of engines, they drown the ache. A life in pieces, but I still create. Pistons pumping like a beating heart. In the chaos, I play